So, hello everyone, and it's feel great to introduce you people with rank 6 of this INICET 2022, Dr. Amal Prakash. So, welcome, Dr. Amal. Heartiest congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I must say, amazing rank and amazing journey. Last time you got, we were talking just now. He got a rank of 184, and then he was so committed that no, I have to do better, and now he has come up with the rank 6. So it's an amazing thing. Dr. Amal, and I would like you to share your experience, how you made it possible.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. I think it was it's a difficult journey, to be frank, because it's a very uncertain journey because we can't be sure how much we prepare. We can't be sure, but it's like that for everyone. So I think you just put in your hard work and prepare well and just give it your best shot. And just don't worry about the results. So that's what I did. So I think
okay, so that is your
Gita's
Updesh is right here, that don't worry about the results and keep on working.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
All right. So tell us something about your strategy. How did you started?
Ma'am, I would like to say that the NEET preparation or the PG preparation, the core preparation can be it's always best to start it as early as possible. But I think to get a good rank or a decent rank, I think you have to have your basics and foundation strong. Right from the first and second year, from the pre and paraclinical subjects, you need to be strong. Only then you can understand the things in third year and fourth year, and you have to use all of that information in your house urgency, also in your internship, and all this are tested in the exam. So it's not just about randomly preparing for a subject or studying set topics. It's not like that. It's a huge content is there. So we need to start preparing early. We have to always start preparing early, and especially about the basic basic concepts should be strong for you to get a decent rank. So my advice to all the young MBBS students is to always start early. Always read your books, standard books, and don't take the easy way or shortcuts during your preparation. So that will definitely help you when you go for not only for the PG entrance, even after that also your basics will always help you in whatever you do. So you can't just study, say, for anatomy in the first year and you can't just shut it off. You need that in your PG or even post your training. Always you require your basic subject. So you should keep that in mind while you're preparing. So, and I think that will help you to have a confidence, and you can your preparation would be easy if you have started it earlier and your foundations are strong. Means you will find it easier to do it in the say after internship or during your internship. You will find it easier to prepare.
Okay, so you mean to say basic sciences are important, and
yes,
one must have a good concept over it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So what extra, like you prepared before also when you got 184 and you prepared this time also. So what do you think is that one special thing that actually made a difference in your preparation?
So the thing was that the last time, like I didn't prepare very extensively during my internship. I just was not very concentrated or very much worried about this PG entrance during my internship. So the last time I didn't have that core for any competitive exam. You need some core base, not basic things like some questions will be asked definitely, and for that you need to have a like guidance from this institute, like coaching institute. So that kind of thing was a little lacking for me in the last time. So but this time, since I had little more time to prepare, so I focused on that exam specific areas and those kind of things which are only tested in the exams, those kind of stuff I concentrated more. So I think that has helped me to convert or increase my rank.
All right. Um, how much importance will you give to the question practice? Like concepts are obviously very, very important, you said, but how much important it is to do the regular MCQ practice?
That is also equally important, because only once we practice the question, only if it is presented in a question format, will be like, then only we'll realize the importance of knowing a concept or knowing a fact or knowing an image or anatomy or what is the relevance. So that is always there. Only if you are confused between a option, then you will understand that okay, this is why they had mentioned like this in a textbook, or a faculty says that this question is important because they can ask like this, or this will be asked like this. So those kind of what's say clues on you will get only if you practice questions. Just knowing the info won't help you to apply that. So you need that practice on, and with that practice you will evolve eventually, and you will learn to rule out options, and you can even solve the questions which you don't know if you
Mhm.
practice enough. And it's always new questions. The question paper is always new, and new questions will come, and definitely you have to attempt that. You cannot just attempt the questions which you definitely know. You will have to guess, you will have to answer the questions which you don't know, which you're seeing it for the first time. So for all this you need to have a good question practice, man.
All right. So, any classes that you would like to mention you liked?
Yes, ma'am. I liked the anatomy classes by Ashwini sir. Like especially his cadaver videos, they were very good, and his images were very good. And like I think similar questions were also asked in the this INICET exam. And I would request all my students to um, watch them before or close to the exam, because they will definitely help, especially in INI institute, I means the central institute exam, because they are fond of asking this cadaveric questions and those kind of, and he has covered it extensively from all the areas. So I think that's an important uh, video to watch. Do not miss on those things. And then Oftal videos also, ma'am, I have watched your videos. They were also very nice. And ma'am discussed like the way the Oftal for me is a very difficult, my most difficult subject is Oftal, to be frank, because I find it very what to say, very confusing, and there are so many terms and so many confusing. It's not just about concepts, it's more about learning so many names and so many circles and so many spots and those kind of things. So it's a little difficult to learn it by yourself. So if you can learn it from a faculty, it's very good. And I also think, and for me, I also didn't focus much during my MBBS preparation. So that way also it was difficult for me. So it was your videos were also good in that aspect, ma'am. To cover up my of that also, it was nice videos, ma'am.
Okay. And how did you felt was the mock? You attempted the PMCI mock. So, how did you like the questions, the quality?
Yeah, the questions were very good. I think it should not be too tough or too easy. It should be a balanced paper, and I think it was a balanced paper. The exam was a balanced paper, and I think a lot of students write the mock test also. So you should definitely give the mock just to uh, even if you don't score great in the exams, you need to give those exams, because that will remind you of the important topics that are likely to be asked, and how many questions you are getting it correct, and what areas you should improve. All these things you'll get to know from giving mock. So I recommend all the students to give the mock exams and as well as the grand tests regularly, man.
Yeah, so you have raised the right thing. A grand test. How much importance do you give giving the grand test frequently, and how often you used to give them?
Like I started around in the late part of my internship, but I think that was also late. Like now, if you listen to the interviews, you can know that
Hmm.
the students are like starting to the grant test, like maybe second year and even third year students are starting to give the grant test. So the competition is very high. So if you start late, then you will learn say you will get to know the things later only. So then you won't have enough time to what to say focus and change your mistakes before the actual exam. So if you start early, then you will get to know like what kind of preparation you need to achieve what kind of rank and what kind of seat you want. All this will you will get a rough estimate with the grant test. So it's very important, and never be scared of giving the grant test. Everyone will find it difficult in the initial time. It was also very difficult for me too, but then with your preparation you will gradually improve, and you should always stay consistent in giving gts, and you should always what to say you should always try to improve in your grant test scores, and you should take it as a competition, and you should have that mentality that I should improve myself every time. The next time I should have a better score, and eventually you will end up doing good, man.
All right, amazing. So, one last thing, Amal, what did you do in the last 2 weeks? Because that is the most crucial period. And I think the students are most confused about it, that what should they do in those last few days, which have to be very, very crucial. So, what did you do?
uh, One thing is that the most important thing I feel is to stay stay calm and not be anxious and stressed too much, because that can definitely affect your rank. However prepared you are, if your last days are not you do not stay calm, and even during the exam if you don't stay calm, definitely it's going to affect your rank badly. So that is a priority. It's not just about studying for so many hours and stressed out and burned out, and you eventually like lose all your calm. That's not a recommended thing. You should always take good sleep, a good food, and good rest and exercise. Those kind of things are also equally important, rather than just studying and just reading for many hours without sleep, etc. So that is an important thing. I think many students think that if they study for many hours, like the professional year mbbs professional years students used to do, that they won't sleep for the previous night, and they just will cram and just they'll write that for the next exam and they will pass. So they'll try the same thing in for the entrance exam, but that won't work, because it's a MCQ exam and it's a very competitive exam. You need to be very well, you need to stay fresh, and you need to think properly to attempt the question. So it's not just about writing what you know. They'll ask some questions and you have to give them an answer. So it's a slightly different game. So don't try that cramming thing for the NEET PG entrance exam. So that thing is important. Obviously, you should focus on the volatile stuff and the core topics, basic questions in the last weeks. Don't go for new things and new materials, new info in the last 2 weeks. Just stick with what you have and just stay calm.
So, what did you revised actually precisely in the last 10 days? Did you prepared any 20th notebook or anything like that? What did you do?
Yeah, like I always used to have a I always used to note down like there were two kind of things. One is the regarding the previous year questions. I had a separate note for the previous year questions. So you should always concentrate on the previous year questions during the last 2 weeks, especially for the central institutes. You should be very thorough with the previous year questions. Sometimes they may be directly repeated, or the similar topics might be repeated. So you should be very thorough with the previous year topics. So that was there. So the topics and the related, so I had a particular note for that. And the other was every time I study something, if I feel that I will forget this or I must look this before the exam, then I will make special note of those in a separate note for all the subjects. So, and this I used to revise every day in a particular time in the morning, or maybe before I sleep. Every day I would revise. So I know my weak areas became my strong because in the last week, because I keep on seeing them. The things which you know will be always be known to you, whether you read it in the last day or not. You will know the answer. But the things which you don't know, you will don't know for the exam also. So that strategy you have to apply while you prepare.
Okay. So Amal, did you study it on the last day? Like 8th May was the paper, 7th May, did you study it?
I studied, but I was not very stressed. Last time I was very stressed. I was thinking, so this many people are writing and many have prepared very well. So if I make a question wrong, then I will score very bad. So all that worries will come. Definitely, it's very high pressure situation. And I last time also I didn't sleep properly. So that will happen. Definitely that pressure will come to you. And during, even while say sitting for the exam also, you will feel if some questions which you thought you wanted to read and you missed that question and that question came, and questions will come like that. For me also, questions came like that. I was very bad that I didn't read that topic just before the exam and that question came. So that will happen, but it's just that overall you can balance out with the preparation you have. And if you're confident, then I think you can score decent. If you are confident and if you have prepared well, you can score decent, ma'am.
Perfect. So amazing. I think students will definitely get benefited with your golden piece of advices. And we are very proud to be talking to you and knowing that we were a part of your success journey. We wish you all the very best for your future endeavors also.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.